Hello, lovely people.
Hello.
Welcome to the very first episode of Women of Words. And we are the three women of words. Yes, three women of a certain age who have spent our entire careers working with words. So, Angelia, do you want to start and introduce yourself?
Oh, okay. I'm Angelia. My channel is Read and Reread, and I was a school librarian for many years. Before that, I was a classroom teacher, and I was an English major, and then I retired, and now here I am on BookTube, and voraciously reading and participating in projects. But yeah, my professional background and my longest running part of my career was as a school librarian in an elementary school in Texas.
Wonderful.
Okay,
Fab.
Debs?
How long have you been on BookTube?
Oh, we're going to Pat?
Oh, okay. I'll go next. Who's going next? Pat, you go next.
Sure. So I'm Pat from the channel Book Chat with Pat. And I spent my career as a high school English teacher for just under 40 years. And I guess a big part of my career was helping kids to read, helping kids to find things that they liked about reading, helping reluctant readers to become readers. But also, you know, I worked with all levels of students over the years. And then I retired a couple of years ago, and I discovered this thing called BookTube. And I did not know that there was such a thing. And Angelia was actually the first booktuber that I discovered and the first person that I followed, because I saw a list that she posted, I think on Facebook, in some group that I was participating in. I don't know if it was on Victorian literature. It was in some particular area of literature. And you had posted some kind of list and mentioned that you had a channel. And I didn't even know what that meant. So I went and found you. So for months, I just watched Angelia, not knowing that there was BookTube, that this was a huge, enterprise going on here. And then with Angelia's help and encouragement, and by then I had discovered also a few other channels. After about a year, I decided to try my own channel. And one of the first people that I met once my channel launched was Debs. And we started talking, I think, on Voxer almost immediately. And the rest is history. So my channel is coming up on its second anniversary in February.
Great. Well, I'm Debs. I belong to the channel Raina Read Stuff. I probably think I'm best known for sitting in a shack in my garden, which is where I have my little library. We're not there today because it's -2 outside and it's a bit cold.
Oh my goodness.
I was a journalist for almost 40 years. I took voluntary redundancy a few years ago. Wow, maybe 4 or 5. And genuinely didn't know what to do with myself. And then I came across BookTube and found some lovely people like Pat and Angelia. Incidentally, there are people who say we share a joint brain. I'm not sure how true that is. And between us, having worked all our lives with words, we thought it would be fun to put together this little monthly chat. We plan to go on for about an hour. We want to be relatively strict about the time period because we don't want to take up too much of your time. And also, you know how much time you have to devote to something if we say it's going to be an hour. Shall we have a look and see who's here?
Yes.
Sure.
We have Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Margaret Pennard. And then we have 4cats442, who, what a lovely person, watches all three of us. How nice. Renee at Beyond Books. Hi, Alan. I've just finished a buddy read with Alan. We have another Alan.
Hi, Alan.
Alan from Big Hog Classics.
Who tore himself
we have
away
Nick
from the view to watch this.
Well, we are so honoured, Alan. Thank you. We've got Mick H here. We have Booking with Deborah here. We have Julie Hughes here.
Nice.
Heather Reed's here. I think it might have been Heather that pointed out that Women of Words stands for wow.
Yes.
I think that's great.
Awesome. I love that.
Oh, Greg's here from another Bibliophile Reads.
Hi, Greg.
We have Betsa82. Hi.
Crazy Sam.
I'm going to butcher Crazy Sam.
Crazy
7095. Good afternoon to all. Patricia H.
Patricia.
Hi, Patricia. Alba Boom's Books.
Allie.
Ali Avid Reader.
Hey, Allie.
Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
Oh, Crystal from Fiber Artsy's here. Hi, Crystal. And then we have T-Boss VTAC 28. Dorigo Turtle from Tennessee. Helen Clare. M from... Oh, we've got quite an audience here, ladies. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. We've got Greg from Ghost Readers.
Hi, Greg.
We've got Marcia Johansson.
Marcia.
We have Darren. Hi from our bus. Why am I saying Barcelona? Arizona. You're envious of the Book Shack. I love the Book Shack, I have to confess. Agatha by the Book. So many lovely people. Thank you for stopping by. Hannah from Hannah's Books.
Hi, Hannah.
I've mentioned you guys. The Real Mighty Elf. Christina G. Dina.
That's my husband.
Oh, Stephen.
Hi, Angelia's husband. Hi, Stephen. Crete UK. Stephen Lewis. And Ellen from Ellen Made Book Club.
Hello, Ellen. Nice.
What a nice crowd. Thank you all for stopping by. For this first one, we were talking about our 2026 plans. So who wants to go first, ladies?
Go ahead, Angelia.
Angelia.
We'll go around.
I tried to shrink and I got called on anyway.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. 2026 reading plans. Well, there's a lot. It could I guess there's a lot of continuing things that I'm going to continue to do. Some of my own projects and then other projects I've been a part of. So let me think. So we have Reading the Globe, which is hosted by Roz and Katya. And that one, I do the contemporary strand. So that one starts in February. And then Roz and Katya and I are going to host Women in Translation Month this year. And kind of
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. We're going to make it more of a thing and have a group read within the Reading the Globe structure. So I'm really excited about that. Continuing with the Bard Room on Melinda's channel, Web of Stories, where we read a Shakespeare, sometimes poetry every month, and several Storygraph challenges. Ellen's, that's in the chat. Ellen, the Diversity Book Bingo, the Ben Reads Good Challenge, and Melinda's challenge. And then my own, like my 60 before 60 with the endless drama. Well, endless drama is not part of 60 before 60, but endless drama where we read plays. And then the science fiction double feature, science fiction, which I don't know. I feel like I'm babbling. So, I mean, there's just a lot of projects and then a lot of buddy reads. I'm really excited that I'm starting to put them into the calendar and they're coming up month by month. So I'm really excited. Some of them are planned and some of them we just sort of have agreed we're going to read something in some month. And so I've got all these great reading times looking forward to. And then the Pinheiro project that all three of us are in that has a few different books. I think we have 3 books planned right now.
Yes.
Coming up. And we're doing one right now.
Are you changing anything?
What?
Are you changing anything? Are you changing anything from last year about the way you approach your reading?
Well, what I'm trying to do is, everyone always says this, I'm trying to reduce the overscheduling impulse. I'm trying to leave myself time for, because I get excited and I buy books and I mark all these things down that are at the library. And then I overcommit and I don't get to a bunch of them. Even though I love what I am reading, there's a bunch of stuff that's just sort of waiting that doesn't fit into a particular project. And I don't leave enough extra space for just mood reading from my general collection. So I'm trying to roll that back, like things that I'm doing throughout the year, maybe not do every single month, sort of come and go and not just resist the urge to say yes to everything or participate smaller so that I could do more things and have some time for my own sides, just random reads and things. So I guess not any kind of formal thing, but just trying to leave myself a little space.
Yeah. Lots more people joined us. We have Heidi.
Hi, Heidi.
We have Libro Paradiso. Hello, everyone. We have Kay from Norfolk. What does VA stand for? Virginia?
Virginia.
Right. Excuse my Englishness, people. Have you?
In Virginia.
And we have Marcia again. Such a challenge to limit how many projects to join. You are so right.
Yes, because they all sound so good. I'm even thinking of some that I left out when I was just mentioning projects. So doing the Turkish bookshelf. That's another new one that Berna's hosting.
Yes, yeah.
I keep thinking of stuff.
Yeah. How about you, Pat?
So, I said the same thing. I said that I was going to leave myself more space in the year, to do more mood reading or to pick up things as they come along. But I don't find that I do that very well. I seem to still be planning, like over planning, like way out into, I haven't planned the whole year, but I could. I easily could map out, every single month.
Yeah.
But, just a couple of things that I definitely will be doing. Angelia mentioned the Pinheiro project, and that does continue. And we've talked about whether we need to find a new name for it. That's the project where we've read 7 novels by Claudia Pinheiro in translation. And there is an 8th one coming in at the end of May, which we're going to read together in June. That's Cathedrals, but we've been reading other things as well. Like right now, this month, we're reading together Melissa Lukashenko's Eden Glassy, which is by an Australian writer. And we've read some Rabi Alameddin, and we're going to be reading another by him in, I think, March. So we are talking about maybe we need to adapt our name a little bit, but since it's more than Claudia Pinheiro right now. I am also involved in a number of buddy reads that I've already set up. Right now, I'm reading Joe Hill's new novel, King Sorrow, which is a combination of horror and fantasy and dark academia. And I'm reading that as a buddy read with Lectin from the channel Reading from the Depths, our American Buddhist monk living in India. So Lectin and I have done several buddy reads together, and he read King Sorrow right when it first came out, and he loved it. He listened to it, then he read it, then he said to me, "Do you want to read this with me?" So we're reading it together now, and he's reading it for his third time. I've never read Joe Hill before. Joe Hill is the son of Stephen King, and I've never read him before. And he hadn't written anything in 10 years. So this is sort of his comeback novel, and it's phenomenal. I love this book. It's not stretching.
It's a bit of a departure for you. It's a bit of a departure for you doing horror. Doing horror, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I've dabbled in horror a little bit since my first year on BookTube. MJ gave me some things to read that were, a little mild, on the mild side. But yeah, I don't read a lot of horror. I'm a little terrified of it. But this is really a combination of a bunch of genres, and it's really well written. It's almost 900 pages long, and it's flying. I can't tell you how fast I'm reading this book.
Wow.
So that's my current buddy read.
You're selling it, Pat, because I'm interested. I like Joe Hill.
Yeah, you are.
But I'm kind of put off by the links, because every time there's a book really long, I get put off. But the fact that Lectin would want to read it 3 times that close together, and then you being enthusiastic, I really do want to read it. And I read Nosferatu, and my favorite one was The Fireman, which is kind of apocalyptic. But I haven't read anything. Well, he hasn't written anything in a really long time.
Right.
But
it's been 10 years. This is his first book in 10 years.
So I don't know when on earth I would fit that in, but I want to read it.
It is. I can't tell you how fast it's going. And
Lectin
listened to it the first time, and he said it was just so compelling that he wanted to read it. And then I think he got an arc for it, because right now he's reading the real actual novel, and he's noticing
some changes
since the arc. Yeah, which is really interesting. So
he's like a super fan.
Yeah.
Well, he really is. He really is. And he reads really fast. I mean, we've divided it up over the month, but he's already done with his first week's reading, but
wow,
we're so far away from each other. Like when we talk, it's nighttime for him and it's early morning for me. And, so just finding a time when we can talk to each other is difficult. We're like 10 or 11 hours apart, but we communicate.
Right. Should we go
on WhatsApp and also through email.
Let's go to the comments for a little while. Sure. Right. Libro Paradiso doesn't commit to anything other than nachos.
Right.
Sounds very sensible to me.
Yeah, that works.
We have a question. What type of reading calendar and or tracker do we all use? Pat?
Well, I don't use any of the reading apps that are out there. I was on Fable for a while and I left it. I didn't have a great experience with that. So I keep my own journal. I keep a reading journal, and I keep another journal which has my calendar in it, where I keep track of everything that I'm reading. And then I have an ongoing list that's been going for years of which is just titles and authors that I've read. But I don't use any of the online apps.
Angelia?
Well, because of the shared brain situation, my answer is kind of the same as Pat's, except I do use Storygraph, but that's a newer thing. That's just over the past couple of years. But I keep a paper journal. I kind of talked about this in my January TBR, but I keep a paper journal, and it has a consideration list in it of all the books I want to remember about that I am interested, books and authors that I want to be reading, and then I write an entry for each book that I've read. I also put it on Storygraph, and then I have a different journal that's the one that has the page for each like month of the year and ideas that I'm trying to remember, buddy reads that are coming, and I hear about a book and I think it'd be perfect for some event, and I stick it on that day and stuff like that. So, and then there's yet another journal where I'm planning like videos and stuff. So it's a lot of journals and papers, and then I also have Storygraph. What about you, Debs?
Yeah, exactly the same. I mean, we do have this shared brain. So this is my January plans. There's a double page per month. And this is the events and things like that that are coming up and whether or not I plan to join in. And then I have another one where I write the books in. I'm addicted to lists. So I've got, this is my 500 golden books list and my novel life challenge. This one I'm writing the essays in. This is the read what you own challenge and my books bought. This is short stories and poetry. I think that's enough of notebooks.
Yeah.
So I
I've joined
Storygraph, and I joined last year's Storygraph, and I lasted till about March or April, I think, filling it in, and then I got bored. But I'm using it now because I want to join in several of the Storygraph challenges.
Yeah.
So that's the only
Those
reason
are really
why I'm
fun.
that.
I love the challenges. And okay,
yeah,
I'm trying something new on Storygraph this year that I've never done before in anywhere. And I've just started because I've only finished like 2 books so far, but I'm filling in a rating and making like a comment. Like before I just read the books and I never assigned stars and ratings. But I would always kind of know in my mind what the rating was. I just didn't do it. And I've had several people mention that they wish I would put a rating. So I'm putting a rating. So and then I realized I do look up reviews all the time on there and read reviews and look at ratings when I'm considering books. So I thought, well, I'm consuming and I'm not participating. So I'm challenging myself to try the ratings this time. And you can go back and change them and stuff. So I felt better because I thought, well, what if, because sometimes a book percolates and your rating, your thoughts changes over time.
Yeah, very much so.
So, but anyway,
yeah,
I'm a fledgling rater.
Right, let's go back to the comment. Oh, I think Libro Paradiso is still talking about nachos. Crystal, I always want to do all the challenges and events. So much good stuff going on. It's so easy to get sucked in, isn't it?
It really is.
And
everyone's always so enthusiastic when they present them, and that you just want to get in on that good energy. And then all of a sudden, you've agreed to do 5 and 6 and 8 things that are all starting at the same time, and it's hard. Then you got.
That was one of the things I said last year. I said I'm not going to overcommit myself. I'm not going to sign up for all these things. And then I looked at my journal, and I was committed to numerous things per month from January through May. Well, really July. I mean, I even have commitment, so it's hard. It's hard. And if you don't write them down, then you forget about them. So, I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm more inclined this year, rather than going headlong into events that are going to consume my month. I'm much more inclined to go to the challenges that I feel give me a greater flexibility about what I read, and buddy reads and smaller groups. I do get a bit overwhelmed by big, large groups, and then I just don't say anything. No contribution whatsoever.
Yeah, the big groups you can get kind of lost. And then also with the challenges, what I'm trying to do this year, instead of looking at a challenge and saying, well, what book would fit this prompt? I'm looking at, I want to read this book now. What prompt does it fit? Like go the other direction.
Yes.
And it's really fun to see how the book you wanted to read anyway does align with maybe multiple challenges.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the way to look at it. If you just reverse it, it seems to make it that much easier. I don't want to feel like any of the things that I'm reading are a chore. I want them all to be because I want to read them.
Right.
Oh, Margaret's in Portland. I didn't know you were in Portland, Margaret. Why? I don't know why. Hello, Margaret.
Oh, Maria.
Oh,
sorry you're sick.
Hi, Mary Andrea.
Glad
I hope you
you're
feel
here,
better
but
soon.
Sorry for the reason.
Yeah. Marcia, instead of calling it mood reading, Carolyn Marie Reeds calls it intuitive reading. Yeah, that sounds quite good. I quite like the sound of that. Hope you feel better. Dobby Books. Glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Leaving myself more space by planning open space in my weekly reading plan. Now, that's a good idea.
That's very good.
Actively planning in a gap so you can fit in what you like. I quite like that.
Right.
Yeah. First year in Historathon. Yay for Historathon.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will there be a Trollope project?
Well, I have
also, then if you watch,
I have an.
Oh yes, you're reading with Jack.
Right. Jack and I have read 2 together so far, and we just touched base the other day. We're looking to read our 3rd in the Barchester Chronicles, but probably not until the spring. But we're reading through together. That's been wonderful.
Yeah. I'm reading those too, but it's not really a project. The first one I did a buddy read with Sonia from Enthusiastic Reader, and then I've read the next 2 on my own. And actually the video I taped this morning that I still need to edit, I talk a little bit about the quest for the next book that I'm currently on, because I want a certain edition, and it's eluding me, but I'm loving that series. So I guess it's not really a official project, but it's a personal project.
Yeah, I read the first one, and I think I persuaded Gavin at Genre Reads to do a buddy read on Barchester Towers, but we haven't planned it in or anything. I don't know Grant Loves Books. Do you know Grant Loves Books?
I do. I know that channel. Yes.
Do you?
I do not, but I
have to go and check it out.
Yeah, I need to
me too.
Write this down.
Somebody referred me to Grant Loves Books. I'm virtually sure. Let me see.
I will check him out.
I'll take a look.
Helen says she's just starting to read What You Own, day 6. Good luck, Helen.
Yeah.
I'm getting bored with mine now. I started at the beginning of November. I'm up to book 32, but I think I'm getting bored with it now. The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson is terrific, says Heidi. Haven't read that. Need to get.
I love Shirley Jackson. Yeah.
Heidi has great recommendations. Heidi and I are in a group together. Heidi was instrumental in getting Gareth to start an Ursula K. Le Guin read along this year. And it's going on all year just to read the Hainish cycle novels. and so we've just started with Rokanan's World, and Heidi was instrumental, I believe, in making that happen. So
good work, Heidi.
yes.
Cool. That's cool.
Right. Margaret, from the mountains, Lecton to the shore, Jersey, Pat.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very
Nachos.
true.
We're back to nachos again.
We're still on about the nachos. Do you think we should introduce snacks? I know that there are other people who... No, we want to talk about books.
Oh, Brian's here.
Oh, it's Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Right. Where do you track buddy reads and challenges collaborations for over the year?
In the notebooks.
Yeah.
In the notebooks.
It's the elaborate notebook system. And part of my notebooks is like the end pages of journals where there was not that many pages left. I find like extra papers in a journal I already use, and I use that for like planning notes and stuff. So there's just this constant, it's like a carousel of journals that I'm juggling around to do all my different things.
When
I always have loads of them.
When we joke about this sharing a brain, recently in a recent video, Angelia held up her notebook, some of her notebooks that she's using. I don't know if it was in your plans for New Year. I can't remember which video it was, but I was like, not only do we do the same thing, but I have some of the same journals that you have. We think we planned this or sent them to each other, but we don't. It just happened.
Because there's these specifications for the journals. Like it has to be a certain size, and the paper and the space between the lines, and the way it lays out and out. Like, so there's certain brands that I'm looking for.
I'm the same. Even though those all look different, there are very strict rules as to which journals I use for what.
Yes.
Yes. Right. Heidi says, one of my favorite horror historical fantasy books is Between Two Fires. The author has wonderful prose and was a poet before he wrote novels. I've been trying to get Gareth to read it forever.
Between Two Fires.
I don't know it.
I'm gonna write it down. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I need a bigger post-it note.
Helen loves notebooks and lists. Margaret is trying to persuade us to confess our sins. Well, we already have, Margaret. We're list addicts.
That's a musical reference. Remember Addicted to Love?
Yeah, I love that. Also addicted to lists.
I tried Goodreads a few years ago. It
didn't work.
Yeah, I can't remember why, but
no.
I trailed off. It was a long time ago, like probably really early Goodreads. I mean, I said a few years. It was probably like at least 10 years. And then I was like, nah. And then a couple of years ago, I decided to try Storygraph, and that just somehow that works better.
I haven't explored that yet, but I think I probably need to, because I want to do some of these challenges also. And I think that's where they are, I guess.
Yeah.
It didn't do the things I wanted to do intuitively. Right. Why can't I click on this comment?
Oh.
Let's try going backwards.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That must have been a really hot topic around that comment. She disappeared.
She was freezing up for a while.
Yeah, she was kind of glitching a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all kind of prey to the Wi-Fi and how it's working that day at our house too. So
it's true.
And mine can be a little glitchy. I was thinking about what you were saying about Lecton and the long distance thing, because I've been doing a lot of buddy reading with Louise, who's in Australia.
Okay.
And it was the same thing. Like we'll talk on Voxer, but we're not even on the same day all the time.
Yeah.
And which was really weird at the holidays, because it was like it was Christmas. She was having Christmas and it wasn't Christmas yet. What?
Yes.
Yeah. But the other thing that's funny is that they have the opposite seasons, but it still matches up because it's summer there.
But that's right. That's right.
It's technically winter here, but it's 80 degrees where I live. So I was like,
oh my gosh.
So, we don't really have seasons. We have like
in the comments. I just wanted to say we can't highlight your comments until Debs gets back, because it's
the host has to do the comments.
The host has to do it. So
hopefully she is working on that. Wait, it must be because the live's still running, so it didn't shut down. Right.
I guess. So I don't think we can do anything with comments.
I guess we'd find out if it isn't actually still going. Are you all still out there? Can you see us? Okay, there's somebody new coming in, Vintage SF.
Oh, Richard, yes, from Canada.
Richard? Okay. Hi. Well, we can see your comments on the side, but we can't highlight them.
There she is.
We see you're talking about notebooks and lists and Goodreads. It still looks like it. Margaret says it still looks like it was from the mid-90s. Oh, here she's back. Yay.
I'm back and I've got the comments back. It just all melted away on me. Right.
Greg does lists.
Greg does lists. Oh, Folklore February.
Haven't heard of that one.
Neither.
I haven't. And I like folklore a lot. Thanks, Heidi. That's another one to add to the list. Fit all my reading dreams for this year onto my calendar. Yeah.
You need bigger squares.
That's tough.
You have to have. You got to be.
Yeah.
The planner, the year paper has to be bigger than the other paper. That's one of the secrets. You need a lot of room.
I do the lists, notebooks, and Goodreads. Oh, okay. I might have another look at Goodreads at some point, but
some people
I'm going to try and get further with Storygraph. Yeah.
I think some people do both, and I just can't keep up with all that, because I feel like writing it in my journal, talking about it in a video, and then putting it on Storygraph, that's enough times to go over the same book. That's all. Like, I got to move on.
That was sort of my resistance to some of these things. I was afraid if I got involved in them, it would take over my life and I would become compulsive and obsessive about recording things or whatever. So I kind of stayed back, and I just do my own little thing.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you see, look, Deborah says she also wants to do the reading events, but unfortunately she has to go to work. Now, Deborah, none of the three of us have that problem. We don't have to go to work, but we still can't fit them in.
I remember being younger, before retiring, and we would make comments about our parents and they would say they were busy or they didn't have time to get to, and we'd be like, how could you not have time to get to something? What are you doing all day? And now it's like, well, I'm living this life now, like where the day gets away.
Yeah.
Then if I try to list what I did, it doesn't sound like, it doesn't match up. But I mean, if you lose hours and hours to sitting and reading, though, that's part of it. Between the reading and
very much so,
the YouTube things, like making videos and watching videos and participating, and then the group things, and it's a lot. It is hard to explain, though, when you meet a new person and they go, well, what do you do now that you're retired? And then you start to talk about it, and you think, I know this sounds so intensely nerdy and ridiculous, but I'm talking about all these, and then I start mentioning these platforms and nobody's heard of any of them. And
Ali wants to know if we set a number of books we want to read each year.
No.
Me neither.
Whatever happens.
I've got my book tracker. from my daughters. They gave me a book tracker for my birthday, which I'm going to use for the first time. But until now, I've never really counted the books I read. I don't set a goal for the number I want to read.
I don't either.
Oh, yeah,
I don't have a goal. I do count them because I'm just curious, but it didn't match up. Like Storygraph and my journal didn't match up at all, so I messed up somewhere. So I was like, I don't know. So I have a vague idea, but I don't really care, and I don't even know what the number was last year, so I don't know how it compares because I just, I'm not interested.
Yeah, it's not something that bothers me. I'm not trying to read more each year, neither am I trying to actively read less each year. I just want a constant source of reading matter.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Right. Heather Reed sets a page goal. She likes that better than a book target. No, that's interesting.
I guess that would get you around the problem of having a book target and then feeling like you can't relax into the longer books because you're trying to get to a number.
Yeah, I found that with the Read What You Own when I did it last year. I was actively reading smaller and smaller books just so I could get to the end of my Read What You Own challenge, whereas I haven't been doing that this year. I've just done a buddy read with Alan at Alan's Reads of All Creatures Great and Small. We started New Year's Day. I think he finished Sunday and I finished today, and it was 550 odd pages. But it was a really quick read, but it's not something I would have tackled during the Read What You Own challenge last year, because by this time I was fed up and I just wanted to get through it as quickly as possible. Although that's saying, I am planning that about maybe 75% of the books that I read this year should be ones that I already own. Because I sorted out the shelves in that I haven't done in the house yet. And then I kept finding books. I wanted to read that. But obviously I wanted to read them because I bought them.
Yeah.
But I've got plenty to be going on with. Right. Oh, I've lost where I am on the comments again. Mary Andrea says, thank you. She's glad she's home because she could watch us. Isn't she lovely? We think you're great, Mary Andrea.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I don't see Jim on here yet. So I'll be the person to encourage everyone to hit that like button. Thank you. As well, you must all have different perceptions of the author type of word person. Has being on BookTube altered that impression? I'm not sure.
Just have different perceptions of the author type of word person.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure exactly what the question, the author. Oh, like what, like, because we're different types coming from different types.
Oh, I see.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I do like.
I think I need.
I do like reportage.
A follow-up question.
Yeah, we need
Margaret. I'm not exactly sure what the question is.
We're not sure what that means. Alan, Big Hard Books and Classics. Oh, we've all got buddy reads with him this year. Then,
yes.
What are you reading, Kat?
Well,
what are you reading?
Alan and I have read a lot of Irish literature together, and in the month of March we're going to do a deep dive into the poetry of William Butler Yeats.
It's awesome.
Oh, cool. How about you, Angelia? What are you reading with him?
We are right now reading Muckle Flugga. It's a Scottish novel by Michael Peterson.
Oh, yes. Isn't that a great name for an island?
And then he was waiting on the audio or get to his Audible credits to kick in. So we haven't talked about it much yet because we're just starting it. But the beginning of it, I love it so far. It's really good. And we read last year. We read Beautyland together. That was also really memorable.
Cool. Alan and I are reading The Master and Margarita.
Oh, classic.
March, May. It is in my book, Alan, I promise. Renee reckons we should all publish our own journals.
I don't know. It's like top secret thoughts in there.
Oh, yeah. Right, Pat, are you reading The Hainish Cycle too?
Yes.
Gareth mentioned if survived a nuclear war, he would take it to the bunker. And I asked him what I said, why wait? Let's read it in 2026.
Yes, it did. It started with Heidi. Heidi got Gareth to do it, and Gareth made the announcement, and we're in a Voxer group. We just started.
I use old Mead composition notebooks myself. I've bought special ones, though. Right.
The ones with the black and white
covers. Here you go. Here's a question from Deborah. How do you feel your careers in words have influenced your reading? Pat?
Hold on, I'm answering Richard here. How do you feel your careers in words have influenced your reading? Well, for me, as a teacher of literature, I mean, I was always reading what I was teaching and rereading what I was teaching every year. And I was always reading with an eye to find books, not only, what I already had in the curriculum, but books that I could introduce to the curriculum that would make reading more appealing to my students, especially when I was teaching. I mean, I always had at least one class of what you might call the more reluctant readers. So, that influenced my reading because I was always on the search for things that I could bring into the classroom. And I was lucky enough to work in two very progressive schools throughout my career where we continually revised the curriculum and introduced new things into it. We had great freedom that way. So, my reading as a teacher was influenced by that. I mean, obviously I wanted to pay attention to what was going on in literature, but I was always looking for things that I could bring in to my various levels of students and various levels of each grade level to make reading appealing to kids. So that was a profoundly in my mind for 40 years while I was teaching.
I wish I had you as a teacher. How about you, Angelia?
Well, as a librarian, I was working with younger, so there was a divide between personal reading and reading with the kids. But my reading professional is exactly the same, like what Pat said, where I was constantly with an eye to, because I had to curate what was in that school library for children from ages 5 to 11, which is a huge range of development. And Absolutely. And also always imagining and I think this transfers into other areas of reading, not just as myself, but as all those other people, and not just purchasing the books that reflect my interests, but I think about everybody's interests, everybody, encouraging everyone to read, having to read a lot of things that I wasn't personally that interested in because I had to scope it out for the kids. And I think that transfers over into being interested in moving past my bubble and wanting to read just more widely in different levels, different intended audiences, read outside of my zone. But it carried over that I still love children's literature. And starting from when I was a kid, through the career, through parenting, and then now I still like to read children's literature.
I love the books that you and Michael read together. You
Yes.
and Michael. Oh my God.
Yeah, they look so wonderful.
Yes, I have a friend
So
who's
wonderful.
also a retired children's librarian, and we will go back and read old favorites, or sometimes we read something that's newer that we just want to read it, and then that ends up on my channel. But yeah, we have a lot of reading projects going of different levels.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do read some children's literature.
Right.
I think with mine, a lot of my reading habits were initially picked up from my father, who, as we all know, had an extensive library because I am midway through stealing it. He was interested in sci-fi, but from my job's point of view, I spent a wonderful period of time as a crime reporter, and I loved reporting on crime.
Ooh.
I love reading crime. I also, because there wasn't one, decided I was the travel editor for a group of papers that we worked for, and that got me interested in travel writing. So I think those are the two things that probably I've brought from my career, is a love of travel writing and love of crime writing. But generally, I just am interested in people and how they tick and how they and what makes them do things I wouldn't.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that comes from the journalism as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's see how we do. We're doing quite well. Do you know we've got 56 people watching this?
Wow.
Yay.
I'm so grateful to you, everyone. Right, Goodreads never updated its style, so it might be more recent than you think. It just looks like it's from the 1990s. Heidi, Christopher Buhlmann is the author of Between Two Fires. Takes place in the 14th century France during the plague. Wow. Found family with a knight, a monk, and an orphan girl on a quest. That sounds good.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Libra Paradiso. I don't use journals. Never use anything that can be later used against you. Very good point.
Well, and they'd have nacho stains all over them, so.
That's right.
Yes, obviously. Hello, Canada. Love this concept. Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
What are we doing here?
What?
You're still going? Again? Yeah, a bit. Greg said you're still going.
Debs, Alan is talking. That was when you disappeared. And Angelia and I were saying, is this still going?
That's yeah, we were being reassured.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks, Alan. We tell you that with me at the helm, there could be various disasters. Heidi loves Richard's shorts. There you go. Is that actual folklore or Taylor Swift themed? Right, what's this one?
Oh, the layout has changed.
Yes.
Ellen is pointing out that my face was cut off by the comments, and now it's not.
Well, the comments, the comments were too big, weren't they?
Yeah.
But these, they fit nicely underneath. Yeah, sorry, Pat.
That's okay.
I'm addicted to Notion. Do you all use Notion? I don't know what Notion is.
I don't either.
What's Notion, Angelia? Oh, here you go. Crystal's going to tell us about Folklore February, hosted by Cat's Novel Adventures and folklore themed. I might look that up. Oh, February challenge. Any Australian author?
Oh, well, we've got.
We're reading one now.
We're reading one right now. Eden Glossy.
Apparently very popular. I haven't read that many Australian authors, I don't think.
I haven't either.
Sorry,
A
I've got
couple
a
of
very
mystery authors like Jane Harper. I like those.
right.
So that would be fun if you like mysteries.
Yeah. I might have about 7 trackers my reading. You like to keep a good eye on it then, Ellen? I'd never be able to match them all up. I'd always be missing something out of somewhere.
Well, even when I write, like I'm going to
Vintage-
make a video, and if I try to make a little cheat sheet or an outline of what to talk about, I still don't follow it. I get to the end and then I look at the paper
No.
and I'm like, oh, I never said this or that, and I went off on some other tangent. So it's like I can't be tamed no matter how much I try to be organized.
Me neither. I called Melinda at A Web of Stories. I think I called her Melissa all the way through my video the other day. I'm forever calling Gavin at Genre Books Gareth.
That happens to them a lot.
Things,
a lot of people do that with
yeah.
them.
Yeah. I need to be more focused when I'm doing these things. Right. Vintage Sci-Fi is retired and has found a new community online. Well, that's great. That's exactly what I did. It was a surprise. Yeah, it was a surprise for me as well.
I can't even put it into words how amazed and surprised and delighted I was when I found out it wasn't just some chit chat about books, but that friendships, real, deep, wonderful friendships were going to emerge.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just thought it'd be some thing I would do for fun. I had no idea,
right,
how wonderful it was going to be.
No, I mean, I bribed my family. They were my first subscribers. I think I didn't actually have to get to the stage where I paid them, but I threatened them if they didn't subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
But then you start meeting all these wonderful people, and you're right, genuine friendships are made, whether or not you've ever met in person.
Yeah.
And it's just fabulous.
It's so good.
I mean, there is obviously the odd troll here and there, but we can get rid of those.
Delete, block.
Mainly people are wonderful.
Yeah.
Right. Kate Granville is my white whale of an Aussie author. Can't seem to crack into Secret River. I think I've got that. I've not tried it. Oh, we're running out of time, ladies.
How did it go so fast?
Constant. I don't know.
Someone
Constant says hi. So
that you haven't gotten to yet, Deb. Someone asked if we have what the plan is for the future, for our future episodes. So maybe we could address that since we only have a couple minutes left. No, I mean, what our game plan?
You go. We did say we were going to come up with a theme.
Right. That was the question, whether we were going to have themes for future episodes. That was the question.
Yeah. At the moment, we don't have a theme for February, but we will have before February, and we will let you know what it is. So you could join in.
The plan is to tell a little bit about the topic coming up ahead of time so that you can just be thinking about that topic or be interested, and you want to join in, but it might be that we tell it the week before or something like that. It's early days, so we're not sure, but we do plan to just have some kind of general topic. It may not be the thing we stick to for the whole hour. I don't know. But yeah, there is going to be a topic. It's not just we come on and whatever, so
this was just for us to introduce ourselves to everyone. So
yes, we just wanted to get started. How you just have to start when you have an idea. You got to just get going and see what happens.
There's so many chats here that I don't think we're going to Should we go
Maybe
through
we
them
can-
really quickly?
Sure,
Let's
go
try
through
to
them.
just go
Or
through them real quick.
go through them?
Yeah.
Okay, this is why we're not accountants. Indeed. Read Moby Dick at the same time. Credit controllers kind of accounts. These are probably when I wasn't here, wasn't it? Oh, right. So Angelia's is read and reread, and Pat's is book chat with Pat. What we're going to do each month is we're going to rotate through the channels. So next month, I won't be hosting. You'll be relieved to know. Who is hosting, ladies?
I think Angelia.
One of these two is hosting.
Oh.
No?
Oh, it's
But maybe
Angelia,
not.
is it?
I'll do
No,
it.
I don't know. Did we
I
decide?
thought that's what we said, but
I can do it. Yeah, it can be me. I don't know. I didn't know if we decided.
maybe we didn't.
I don't think we had. No, it's not me.
Okay.
It's one of you two.
I'll try it.
So, Angelia's going next. So
No
next
pressure,
month,
Angelia. I can
whatever
do
the
it.
first.
I didn't. I thought we had said that. I would not have said
No,
that.
it's fine. No, I mean it's gonna come around and around, so it's good. I'll do it.
But I wouldn't have said that if I didn't
Okay.
think we.
I know. It's maybe
Right.
we did. I
What
don't
would we call
remember.
What would we
Anyways,
call a
yeah,
book
I'll
that
do
we've
it,
had
and
so
then
long?
Pat will be March.
What would we call a book that we've had so long on the shelf, the thought of picking it up brings no joy? Personally, I'd call it Dusty.
It's called Unhaul.
Yeah,
I call the books that I haven't read and they've been there for so long. I kind of call them shelf shamers. But
that's a good one. I like
if
that.
I eventually just realize I'm just not interested anymore, I just quietly put it in the going away pile. Because it happens. I mean, I get so urgent. I must have this book. And then it just sits there forever. And then others, I buy it and I go home and I start right away. So I never know. I always think that I desperately want to read this book as soon as possible. I think that with every single book, but that's not what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what Margaret meant. There's no author on our panel.
Okay.
So how do you perceive them? Don't know that many. Not personally. Pat, you probably know more authors than I do.
Not really personally. I mean, I have some students who are published authors. I have some students who work in publishing and who are editors. I don't know too many authors, except the ones that I know here on BookTube, like Brian and Joe O'Malley.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot.
How about you, Angelia? Do you know any?
No, I think I know the people we know on BookTube that have had their books published, and a lot of people I think that I know on BookTube are working on things that want to be published and are writing. So we
have Hannah. Hannah is a published author. We know
that's
Hannah.
true, Hannah.
We love Hannah.
Yeah.
Margaret is a published author. Many, many novels.
Yeah. So I guess we do know.
Oh, Margaret. Some.
Yeah, I don't know of like that's I know the same people you know.
So Margaret is saying that we don't perceive writers as people. But I think we do. I'm obsessed with writers as people. I'm always doing deep dives into the person who's doing the writing as well. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, she's got a good suggestion for me. My Turn to Make the Tea by Monica Dickens, about a cub reporter in the 1940s.
Oh, fun.
I've never even heard of it.
Wow.
But I will definitely look that up. Yeah, absolutely. Heidi's poetry professor at the University of New York at Albany became one of Oprah Winfrey's minions. I was so lucky he was my professor and he was everybody's favorite.
Nice.
Oh, Rebecca, loving this. It doesn't let me participate in the live chat. Any chance that listeners can be given the option of leaving a comment? I think you can leave a comment on the video.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Maybe that's why mine won't do join the chat, because I'm on an iPad too.
Oh, maybe
that's the problem.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that works when I'm hosting. Hopefully it worked on the test, so hopefully it'll come up.
Yeah, cool. This has been great to listen to while I've been vacuuming, says Brian. I've lost where I was in the comments again. Right. I will chat to you about life as a journalist. 56 visitors. Amazing. MJ. Hi, MJ. Have I collected some of your articles or written a book? My mum's collected my articles.
Nice.
Yeah, she still has them in the loft. Mind you, my mum has everything in the loft. She's still got the receipts of her wedding, which was in 1962. And I think it's a bit late to get her money back now. But social history, I feel. Right. I missed the first couple of minutes. I think we've covered that.
About the topics. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll share the next topic.
Yeah, when we announce our next or send out reminders of our next one, we'll tell you what the topic is.
Oh, Mary Andrea said Notions is a notes app. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Solari Gentle is a suggestion for an Australian author.
Thank you.
Brian wants to make sure we know he's hoovering and not hovering.
And it just keeps saying hovering.
I think it keeps correcting.
Yes.
It corrects him, exactly.
Yeah, he's trying to.
There's a booktuber, I don't know if you know them, Brindis she's an Icelandic lady. Do you know Brindis?
Yes.
Every time I write her name, my autocorrect changes it to Brunei, which just makes me look really silly.
That's funny.
I don't know where it gets that from. Fantasy booktube at the moment are both Australian, James Islington and Jay Christoph. Right. Okay, thanks.
Awesome. Okay. Alan also can't follow his own outline.
Brian is damning autocorrects.
Hoovering.
Alan is laughing at him. Greg's saying he sometimes gets called Alan.
Sometimes called Alan, or Alan. That's fine.
I get confused with Priscilla.
Who do you confuse her with?
No, people confuse me and Priscilla.
Oh, you get confused.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or they think they can't remember they saw something, because she and I have a lot of the same tastes and stuff too, and so they'll can't remember whose channel they saw it on.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're both, I don't know,
yeah,
we're about the same age. We have gray hair and glasses, and we read the same stuff, and we're they just mix us up.
Greg at Ghost Readers is saying he gets mixed up with
another
Greg at Another Bibliophile. Constance forgot she wasn't in the UK. That's why she got the time wrong. Patrick White is a classic Australian novel.
Okay. Oh, Picnic at Hanging Rock. That's one I've wanted to read.
I've wanted to read it. I've seen the film, but I've never read the book. Are you all going to add to the chaos and have a WoW reading group? Well,
That gets back to the overscheduling issue, adding more projects.
It does.
Yeah.
Maybe let's see that if we can crack our monthly WOW meetings and then consider developing.
Or it could be maybe
Maureen
at
said,
some point there's 1 month where it is like a book, like it's not like an ongoing book club, but maybe at some point, one time it's a book.
Yeah.
Like 1 month is
maybe
we're going to read this book.
We've got 12 months to fill up this year.
Yeah.
So and then everybody else could also read it.
Right. Instead of immediately going to, okay, well, let's pick 12 books. You know, maybe we could stick to our goals we already said we had and start small.
Yeah, and announce it a bit earlier.
Yes.
So people have got a long time to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Maureen says it's been a fun hour. Libra Paradiso said said they enjoyed it, and the nachos, obviously. Renee says she thinks it's a success. Oh, how nice. Em Reed says this has been lovely. Thanks. Wow, I've really enjoyed listening in. Oh, aren't people lovely? Thank you, ladies, from Brian and from Hannah and from Deborah and from Alan and from Crystal and from Ellen and Margaret and Ellen talking about authors and not perceiving them as people. MJ.
Thanks, MJ.
Agatha. Greg. Helen. I think, digital, no, not digital, Dirigo Turtle. Ali at the Avid Reader.
Goodbye.
Ellen. Thank you so much, everybody. Congratulations from Alan as well. Right, we're 10 minutes over. You ready to call it to a close, ladies?
Think so.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you.
We're really grateful. We will see you next month.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.